What's that?
I thought it just get a point of, it just get a point of back, it just like, because they called me yesterday, want me to drink beer. I'm like, man, I'm talking about.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stay tuned for Diamondbacks baseball next.
I told myself I'll just get past the drinking, man.
Felipe Cruz will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down. If he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
So in now for San Francisco, Adam Haseley. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak.
Turn it, come on now.
Here's the 3-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. The tag gets 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Now at the plate, Eddie James, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. High fly ball out to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next to bat for the Giants, Peter Solomon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, 2 down.
2-2. Here it is. Bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second. Giants out in front here, 1-0.
I mean,
Digging in, Bernardo
if registering's the worst thing that's going on in your life, Herman, your life ain't going downhill. Because he's got to do it. I got to do it. Everybody at the sex offender's got to do it. It doesn't mean your life is going downhill because of it.
First baseline.
I got to look at
It's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Doesn't mean your life is going downhill, though.
Right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral. And
There's a lot more people out there that's got a lot worse than you do. And that's what it is.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie
What?
James. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one. We're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time.
Well, you could be me in my shoes. You could be facing an eviction.
Try to come from behind and win this one.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field.
So
he
Felipe.
ever closer to triple digits. As the Diamondbacks are on the board, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
And when the new people come in, they got to pay their portion too.
So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year.
I don't want to be with these people, man. I'm not with these people, man.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Marsh. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Haseley aboard here at first with nobody out.
I don't get along with new people.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. So now to the plate, Eddie James. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Another thing, I want to take my family member to go.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game. And the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2.
40 more days left in this house, most likely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try. I want to try to get as much done on this fucking thing as possible. So I
One more
have
time.
content on there.
He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before, and you can add one
Shit,
more
so
home
far
run
this
onto this
month is
already
the best
impressive
fucking
number.
month I'm making money.
Yep.
I mean, just under $12 for this month is not much, but you know.
Standing in, Adam
It's
Hazlett.
pretty much
He was a
almost
double
double
play
what I
victim
made
last time around.
the
He
first
doesn't
3
have
months.
to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. At the plate, Eddie James.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
3 runs already home here. Fouled off.
Go back to Chicago.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Go on, go two. Grinding hard. You're scoring.
I want to go back to Chicago.
Then don't.
The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might
You don't know what the new people are going to be like here. I know by what it looks like there's going to be one old lady.
Big RBI right
She's
there.
when I came to the door one day.
Breathing room.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe
So
Rizzo.
she's not going to be able to, she's not going to walk over you.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits.
And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. So a good job there of taking third unannounced, but meanwhile the strikeout means 2 men are gone now. Now at the plate, Sam Huff. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Giants 2. Into the box now, Israel Pineda. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 2 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point.
I used to socialize people while I was a kid.
On the ground to first, could be 2. The second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Giants 2. Coming to the plate now, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
and this is decided to make this guy.
That's not your responsibility, Herman. So
350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Has a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Ullman has a play. And that's the third out.
You're putting more pressure on yourself by thinking it's your responsibility. But so I got to do this, I got to do this, it's not your responsibility.
Ninth inning coming up. D-backs lead it 9-2.
It's just Anthony go put a lot of strings on my ass.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, Deodor. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Danny Cortez wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight.
Call Daisy and find out who your new case manager is going to be.
Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Mine's gone for 2 weeks. So I had to deal with Rolando.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks.
And you saw what he did when I wasn't paying attention. He threw his arms up and walked away.
On the show.
That's what you said he did, right?
Between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball. Next on the show. Seth Romero will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
You're not being evicted. You're not being chased out of here.
He's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Stepping into the box.
I would just see how it goes to the new people. You might get along with them. You don't know.
Currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from us.
Why do you gotta tell them?
What
can they do?
Him to be one of the league's best.
Meanwhile, here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good.
If Angel's not breaking no laws, there's nothing they can do. So why go to them?
With a 2-out double. And there is a National League record. 45 straight games with a hit, as he'll set his sights now on the all-time mark.
Then you do what they says. The moment she does that, you pick up the phone and you call 911. She knows the rules. She knows what.
45 consecutive games.
And they're well aware of what's going on.
Think about the guys that ran out of steam and the guys that didn't get there after the third. For him to be sitting at 45 games and the way he went about it, moving balls out of the ballpark, base hits up the middle the other way, occasionally the swing and bunt. It has all come together.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Brandon Marsh.
The center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He'll bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping up now, Jake Shiner.
The first baseman, number 35.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Shiner.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 3 and the Diamondbacks 2.
Welcome back. The Diamondbacks are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Not only do they lead the league in runs scored, but also in team batting average. Some players I talked to during batting practice told me it's all about winning every inning. They try to take that mentality into each new frame. So when one guy gets a hit to start off an inning, it's almost like a challenge to the next guys coming up to get them home and put numbers on the board. Clearly, that approach makes this a very dangerous offense, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Eddie James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short.
Oh, beat it out, beat it out, beat
And
it
the
out.
inning begins with a quick out number 1. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the net. Digging in, Jonas Blanco. Here's the 0-2. A little roller toward the hole. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So coming to the plate, Eddie James. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So a solo shot here to left center field, something I thought we'd never see. 100 on the season, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. And we'll take one more look at the big one. 100 home runs in a season. Can you believe it? Now at the plate, Israel Pineda. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Israel Pineda.
This one's flared off to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going. Digging in, Kent Masters. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Got no one out now.
Master.
This is on the ground over to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie James. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things in my time, but I'm not sure I ever remember a player this hot. 2 home runs yesterday, another 2 home runs today. He could market and sell whatever pregame meals he's feasting on because he looks
Digging in and looking for more, Israel Pineda. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
There's one. Out. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
13-4 the way this one ends. The San Francisco Giants led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jonas Blanco earns win number 4 on the season. Seth Romero permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jimmy Wood, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision, but he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings, hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Batting third.
Striding into the box, Eddie James. He went deep last night twice.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay hot up there.
First pitch on its way.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-3 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning. Now batting, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Popped him up. Ullman in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Robert Poisson. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Robert.
Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding in once again, Bo Bichette. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Bo Bichette.
First, right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Stepping in, Harvey Sanchez. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Runners going. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there.
Now in the box, Eddie James, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
And that one is gone.
solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eddie James. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field.
Goodbye home run.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and we are tied again.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night. But
ready for another shot now, Eddie James. And their runners at the corners now.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound...
Here's a fly ball well hit. Racing back the right fielder.
Goodbye home run.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 4th in the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch. Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
15-10 the final score here. The Diamondbacks get their 20th home win this year. Stephen Nogosek claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please...
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Matt Manning gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Marsh is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready for another chance, Kent
Now
Masters.
The right fielder, Kent Masters.
Now a move over to first. Runner's back.
Hey, come on, guys.
A curveball hit right back at him. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Giants. So striding forward now, Eddie James.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
Here's the first pitch to him. He's running. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Marsh will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Into the box now, Israel Pineda.
Now batting, the catcher, Israel Pineda.
Comes set, now the pitch. Ground toward the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Ready once again, Israel Pineda. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Israel
Softly over toward the right side. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Giants 9 and the Diamondbacks 3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Dominic Karlik.
The pitcher, Dominic Karlik.
Hey, get your stuff right here. Let's go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
Fouled away.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Popped him up. Ullman moving to his left. 1 down. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Hey, let your can up there, huh?
Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
That way to find the sweet spot right there.
And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking him about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is...
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kent Masters. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. The 1-1 home. For a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
13-3 the final score. San Francisco wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Dominic Karlik wins his 3rd of the season. Matt Manning was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. Charles Heck takes the rare 3-inning save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. Dan.